So today I want to talk to you about life and business. You hear me talk about life and business, being successful. You've heard me say life is business and business is life. My life is my work. That's what I get the most satisfaction out of. That's what I really, really enjoy doing. At the same time, it's not just about business. Life is not just about business. It's more to life than business, right? We're not machines. We're not robots. So there's something outside of your business that you do that you want to be good at as well, right? But on social media, we tend just to highlight the things that we're good at. We talk about the things that we're good at, and that makes sense. Why wouldn't you highlight the things that you're good at? Why wouldn't you talk about those things? At the same time, if I really want you to learn from me, I have to share the whole picture. I have to share the things that are not so good about me so that you can see both sides. And then you can really learn from both sides of the coin instead of looking at just one side. With that said, I'm pretty good at business. I'm pretty good at managing money, and I had a proof to prove that. With that said, there are some things that I'm not so good at, that I'm not as good at, I should say. And one of them is being a dad. Throughout my life, I've always been separated from my family. When I was in the military, my wife and family would be one place, and I would be in an entirely different place. And we're not talking about for 2 months. We're talking about for 6 months, 12 months at a time. So you become used to that after a while. That becomes almost commonplace. And in my situation, I became more of a provider. I just provided money so that my children could have the things that they needed. At the same time, I have 3 children, and 2 of those children I've just come to know. I didn't know that these were my children until recently, 100%. And I've found that out now, and we're trying to have a better relationship. We're trying to develop a relationship now. And that is a little awkward sometimes, I'm sure, for them and me, but we have no choice. We want to know each other, so we have to go through these awkward moments to get to know each other better. With all of that said, I say to myself, if someone were to ask my children the question, is your dad a good dad? What would they say? And I have to be honest. If my children were to answer that question, I think they would answer that question and say, no, my dad is not necessarily a good dad from what I see, from the traditional sense of what a good dad is. My dad is more so focused on business, more so focused on helping me to understand what I need to be successful in life, instead of, embracing me, hugging me, being at all of my games, being that type of dad that's always involved. Because that's not who I am. That's not who I've been in my children's life. And I think that's for a lot of reasons. I'm not the type of person that provides excuses. I think things in life are the way they are, and that's just how it is. For example, in my own life, I grew up without a dad. I didn't have a dad. I met my dad one time at 12 years old, and I never met him again. But I really and truly have a serious love for my father. Now, how can you love a man that you don't know, that you only met one time? Well, I love him because of who he is to me. You see, without my dad, if he had not planted the seed, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even get a chance to live this thing that we call life. And to me, my dad wasn't sent to be the person to raise me up from a little boy to a man. That wasn't for him. His job was to get me here. And once he got me here, my job was to take my life and do with it what I wanted to do with it. So I am so grateful and thankful to my dad for planting the seed. He didn't need to do anything else. I took it from there. And how I look at it is this. I had a very supportive family. I had a mom, Grams, that have always supported me throughout my entire life. I had an aunt and an uncle who always supported me through my entire life. So I really didn't need a dad. Now, of course, when I was younger, like any other guys, I looked and I was like, man, I would like to have a dad too. But what it realized or made me realize early on is that nobody is coming to save you. If you are going to do anything, if you're going to be successful in life, then you'll have to do that on your own because nobody's going to save you. And that was a good thing for me because it made me realize early on that I had to get up and get out and do something for myself on my own if it was going to happen. Now, with that said, I think that experience kind of shaped my life. You know, I am not as connected to my children, probably as some other fathers are, I would imagine. And I would think that probably has something to do with the type of person I am. But at the same time, I really don't have a desire to be that type of dad. My desire is to be a supporter. My desire is to be a provider for my children, to give them the things that they need so they can go on and be successful in life. That's who I am. That's the role that I want to play in my children's life. I love my children and I want the best for them. I want them to be able to live the life that they deserve, live up to their potential. So I want to help them to get the most out of themselves. That's what my mission is. As it pertains to being a good dad, if I had to answer that question myself, I think I'm a good dad in the sense that I want to support my children. But when it comes down to a good dad as far as being there all the time, being at my children's events, being that support system in their lives that they know is always there, I haven't been that because I've been more of an absentee dad in my children's lives. Now, I think that we really have to take a look at what we really want in life because at some point in life, sometimes people say, oh, well, you'll get older and you'll regret certain things. I don't live in regret. There's a lot that has happened in my life and I don't regret a thing because how I look at it is I am the man that I am today because of all of the things that have happened throughout my life. That is what makes me. So I'm never going to get to a point and regret anything. I am going to live life, enjoy life, and live it according to what I feel is right. And I think it's important that you do the same. Take a look at your life. If there are certain things that you want, you have to put more time and attention on those things. If you want to be a better dad, better mother, you have to pay attention to that and really start to put your focus and concentration on that thing and becoming better at it. I focus and concentrate on becoming a better man. I focus and concentrate on becoming a better business person. How I look at it is the most important person in my life is me. I'm the most important person to me. The reason why I say that is because a lot of people depend on me. And if I'm not okay, then I can't do anything for them. So I have to make sure that I'm in tip-top shape at all times. I have to make sure that I'm healthy. I have to make sure that I'm on top of my game. Financially, business, I have to stay on top of it because people depend on me. And I want to be really good at business. I want to be really good at being a businessman. That's what I really want. So to say that I really want to be this great family man, that wouldn't be entirely true. I would be lying to you if I told you that. Because to me, if you want to be something, then you spend a lot of time doing that thing. You spend a lot of time focused on being better at whatever it is that you want to be. Now, I think I am a pretty decent person. I think I am a good person genuinely inside. At the same time, I have flaws. I have things that I'm not so good at. I have qualities about me that need improving, just like everybody else. So I want you to take a look at this video and know that I am being vulnerable. I'm telling you about shortcomings in my own life. I am not what some people would call a really good dad. And I understand that. I'm okay with people saying, if somebody said that they thought that I wasn't the best dad, I would be okay with that because that may have some truth to it. And even if it didn't have any truth to it, people can say whatever it is that they want to say. What I'm more concerned about is how my children see me. And I hope at the end of the day, they see their dad as a loving, caring, supporting father. At the same time, I understand that I'm not always, or I haven't been someone that you can look at and say, now he is an A1 dad. I know that. I understand that. So I think it's important that we look at our shortcomings, and if you want to improve, spend time on those things and get better. That's what I wanted to share with you today. We are not just, life is not always great just because we come on and make a video and we talk about how well business is. Life is not always great behind the scenes. People go through ups. People go through downs. That's how life is. I'm that same person. I have ups and downs in life just like you. I think what it really boils down to is how well we deal with the things that happen in life. You see, everybody has loss in life. Everybody deals with death. I think everybody's family has someone who may have had problems with drugs, who may have been in jail. We all deal with the same things. The question is, how do you respond to what happens in life? What is your response? Think about that, think that over, and understand that you'll have shortcomings, but just keep trying to improve. Keep trying to get a little bit better every single day. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.